Soon as the Washington coaching staff knew it was going to be Dallas, it was time to go to work. This night session, the start of their intense preparation, did not end until dawn on Monday. Later that day at practice, Joe Theismann found time to clown around with a feather in his cap. But there was no horseplay in Dallas as the battered Cowboys reported to the training room to heal their wounds. How good it feels the day after the game. For the Dallas coaches, the next stop was the screening room and a long look at the Redskins' victory over Minnesota. Meanwhile, back in Washington, the Redskins took time off to attend an Elks Club gathering where they touched base with their fans of all ages and signed a few autographs. Tuesday in Dallas, defensive line coach Ernie Stotner is charting his strategy for the battle in the trenches. He then translated those X's and O's into English.
My front four will be faced with the task of beating the Sweat Hogs, and they'll have to take each one on individually as a personal battle. And anytime you play this game of professional football, that's my belief, to be a defensive lineman, you have to have a personal hate for your opponent.
Be sure on your schedule now that you learn how to get to the airport, please. Because we don't want to miss you when we leave.
Wednesday, Jay Saldy worked out with a strength coach. Get free from the linebacker.
Dear Lord, I want to thank you for letting us receive this food today. Amen.
And back in Washington, the Redskins put on the feed bag at the weekly barbecue.
All right. One more, all right. Okay.
Friday afternoon, the Redskin battle gear was put in place at RFK Stadium.
I'm down in the hallway where the Cowboy players are approaching their locker room after their pregame warm-up. See Coach Landry and the staff go by, and just a second we'll get Danny White. He hasn't come in yet, the Cowboy quarterback. There's been an awful lot written during the course of the years of whether or not Danny White in the championship game could withstand the pressure. He's been the starting quarterback for the Cowboys 3 years, 3 consecutive NFC title games. And Danny, I want to answer the question. Your 3rd consecutive NFC Championship game, do you feel any additional pressure coming into this game?
Well, not from the last 2, Irv. You know, this is a big game for us. All NFC Championship games are big games, and that's really the bottom line. And what's happened the last 2 years has got nothing to do with this one.
All right. That's the word from Danny White. Good luck, Danny. Thanks a lot. Brent?
Thank you, Irv. And, of course, the 2 men who will be calling the action for us today, Pat Summerall and John Madden. Let's go up to them now in the booth. Pat?
Okay, Brent, thank you very much. When you get to a game of this magnitude at this point in the season, of course, injuries always are a big factor. And, John, what is the situation?
Well, we talked to the Washington Redskins coach, Joe Gibbs, yesterday. He said they're fine. They're ready to go. Last week for the Cowboys, John Dutton didn't play. Ron Springs didn't play. Now, last night, Tom Landry said John Dutton's okay. He's going to start. Dutton says he's okay. Now, we watched Ron Springs in warm-up, and he looked okay to me. I think both of them will start today.
So really, the penalty and the injury situation looks pretty good right now. There will be pain, however. We talked to Harvey Martin about it, and here's what he had to say.
On a scale of 1 to 10, the pain's going to be a 10 on Saturday. It's going to hurt. It's going to be fun for the winner.
And it is going to hurt. Let's go back now to Brent Musburg.
All right, Pat, thank you. And we are going to continue our countdown to this kickoff on this NFC Championship between Dallas and Washington in just a moment.